Hey everybody, my name's Ed. Okay, so we're going to do another short movie review. This time it's going to be Don't Look in the Basement. It's an infamous low budget horror movie from 1973, directed by S.F. Brownrigg and starring Rosie Holitic. The movie is also known as The Forgotten and was released under a number of other titles, but Don't Look in the Basement is probably the most popular title in the United States. Okay, so the plot is a young nurse goes to work at an insane asylum where the head doctor has just died. The other head doctor shows her the ropes, and slowly she gets to meet the inmates. And slowly the nurse is made uneasy as she is exposed to the dementia of the patients. And the institution seems to get cut off from the outside world, and eventually bodies start turning up dead. Okay, so now I didn't expect too much going in, but I was a little bit surprised at how well the story held together. The acting is serviceable. The story structure is actually pretty fair when it comes to building suspense, and I actually did not mind the third act plot twist. Production-wise, the movie is kind of cheap. The so-called institute is really just a big house. As with a number of horror films at the time, though, the cheap filmmaking actually helps the creepy feel of the film. There's some tight claustrophobic shots that work pretty well. There's a little bit of nudity, which I guess is to be expected from a 70s exploitation film, and slightly more gore than I expected. Again, for 1973, of course, we get to the question of why don't you just leave the house? But at least a line of dialogue does address it, although unconvincingly. The movie was probably not a great representation of people with mental illnesses, especially when we get to the ending. Having said all that, I actually could imagine this being remade as a better movie, in modern times, if you do it in kind of this sort of Hitchcock, Brian De Palma style thriller. All right, so just to wrap it up, again, not great filmmaking, but a very interesting artifact from the early 70s horror movie archives. All right, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Thank you.